here to implement these larger fixes in your tango. So just so you've seen the closed promenade in tango, looks like this. We're in promenade, and we're gonna go forward and forward, side to back. Okay, so leads, my suggestion for you to make this look less foxtrotty is load on the inside edge instead of the ball. My sole is not even touching the ground. It's actually the edge of my ball. You're gonna wanna go if it is allowed. So I want you to think about, we are powering, but taking short, long. I'd rather have you fall this way, because she's falling that way, she'll counterbalance you. Then what I often see, and it's boring as all can, get out and soft. Okay. Another little cheat is I just keep my head left of my butt. Ladies, I want you to think about stepping even shorter than him. So the common mistake I see from ladies is, I'm with him, I'm with him, and I'm with him, and I'm with him. So I gotta be behind him. You'll catch up at the last minute, don't you worry. So I'm gonna think shorter than I think I should go. That's gonna load me into the foot and give me this shape. If I go too far, I'm gonna end up losing that flowering action, okay? So think about your head back here, staying behind the foot, going shorter on these steps will help. I'm gonna go short, go long here. And then I'll break that, okay? And now I'll show that with my girl. So here's kind of yucky, don't do it this way. And big and small. It kind of works. Instead, I'm thinking, I'm gonna go short, long. She's gonna go short, long, and then catch. And 1, 2. Another little cheat that's gonna make my tango have better flight is I really wanna offset the feet. So this is kind of offset, but when we bend to go somewhere down, we're kind of fighting each other. So if I want to super offset, especially if you're a championship level competitor, that is gonna give you a better shape and better flight, okay? And then my final fix, whenever you have a closed finish in tango, almost all the steps end with the closed finish, just closing the feet. You might have an open finish, there's some exceptions, but most of the time closed finish. What I see, leads, is that your feet are diagonal, 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 diagonal. You're gonna end up armpitting your girl. You are gonna end on that diagonal, but it's because my lady is following and she'll pull me around, kind of like I was swinging a bowling ball. She'll pull you down line. If you don't stop in advance, it's kind of like driving the U-Haul truck versus the Volkswagen boat. When you got that heavier automobile, this is my heavy, this is a tractor I'm pulling, I gotta stop early, I gotta pound those brakes early in tango, okay? So I want you to think about these, I'm gonna exaggerate, but if you try and dance it this way, net result is a sweet spot. Think about down line, and try to end with your butt down line and dance. She'll pull you to the correct position, okay? You don't want to take her to the correct position because you'll kind of end up cattywampus in your shape, okay? Let me show that with a male partner, and then I have one more thing I want to add that's going to be a good tip for you for comps and help that technique. So, and notice we're snuggling knees here. We don't have balls touching. We have both knees snuggling each other, okay? So we're gonna go power, power, and close. Even if you over-rotate it, guys, it puts you in a great position to do your walks out with rotation instead of looking like a foxtrot. We can actually crank it, crank it. That looks more like a tango than, I hope you can see the difference, okay? Tango is all about rotation, hip isolations. Okay, the last thing I want to add to your tango to make that baby look competitive and zippy is pretend that you have the red soled shoes on, those expensive ones, whatever that brand name is, and you want to show that shoe leather off. I'll show that to you. This would apply to both lead and follow, okay? So I'm thinking shoe leather, and then tango, obviously close finish ends in flat, flat. What I see from everyone is, and I'll show it as lady, but same for man, little shoe leather, flat, flat. So another way to think of it, guys, when the International Olympic Committee was interviewing the leaders of professional ballroom dance in terms of evaluating if it should become an Olympic sport, one of the logical questions they asked was, do you give vision tests to your judges? Guess what? The answer is no. And I got news for you guys, it's not a bunch of 18-year-olds judging you. You're gonna have people that are 90 years old out there. I guarantee they need an updated prescription. So when that book says heel, they know it's supposed to be a heel. I wanna make sure they see a heel. And a little exercise we can do at home for both man and lady. Just walk around like this. It's gonna help give you that Achilles flexibility there to make that just physically easier for you to do. It is hard to do, it takes many, many hours of dancing to do it. So if you add this little exercise walking around your house like a weirdo, it'll help your tango and your waltz, all the other dances as well. So I hope that's been helpful. That's gonna way improve your marks, hopefully. I know that's a lot of info. Just try and implement one thing at a time, and I promise it'll all magically meld together. Okay, have an awesome week. Bye, guys.